everyone, and today we have a video review of a dynamic microphone from the company Fifine. Namely, the model is called AmpliGame AM8. The whole thing is supplied in this purple package, where on the front side is depicted the microphone AM8 itself, and the designations that it has XLR and USB-C ports, and on the back side is indicated its package, as well as its features. Well, let's move on to unpacking. Here we are immediately greeted by instructions, removable microphone stand, 2.2 meter rubberized USB-C to USB Type-A cable, and of course the Fifine AmpliGame AM8 microphone itself. The Fifine AM8 microphone has a rectangular metal case. I have a black model for review, but there are also options with black or pink paint on sale. The top of the device is covered with a pop filter, which, when removed, reveals a mesh that hides the microphone capsule. The bottom contains controls on the front and back, as well as the brand name printed on the sides. Since it is not specified which side is the back or the front, it is logical to assume that the panel with the most controls will be the front one. It contains two rotary round knobs and a touch button for controlling the backlight. The upper control is responsible for the microphone sensitivity, the lower one is responsible for the volume in the headphones connected to the device. On the back of the microphone there is a touch button, mute, that turns off the microphone. Convenient if you need to step away from the broadcast or game, press, and the microphone turns off. When on, the button lights up green, and when off, it lights up red. There is a bright and beautiful RGB backlight along the perimeter of the microphone at the bottom. It has several glow modes, static and dynamic, RGB and single color, and the ability to completely turn it off. Brightness adjustment is not provided. The microphone connectors are located on the bottom panel. They are represented by a USB-C port for connecting to a PC, laptop, smartphone, and other similar devices, and an XLR input is used to connect to a sound card, mixer, or preamplifier. If you have an external sound card, you can use the microphone with it in the classic form, so to speak, but in this case the microphone sound card will be disabled and the gain and headphone output settings will not be available. There is also a 3.5mm audio output through which you can output sound to headphones and thereby control your voice while using the device. The microphone is attached to a U-shaped bracket, allowing you to fix it in a position convenient for you. In turn, it is screwed to a round stand. Its upper part is made of plastic, but metal is clearly hidden inside since the stand is very weighty and therefore stable. The latter property is also enhanced by the presence of a rubberized pad on its lower part, which improves adhesion to the table surface. Of the interesting points, it is worth noting the ability to completely detach the bracket from the microphone. This may be useful if you want to use some other way of placing it. Another positive solution is that there are two 3/8 and 5/8 threads inside the bracket leg, so you can use third-party stands or stands and not waste time looking for adapters. Acquaintance with the Fifine AM8 microphone begins with its appearance and design, which have no complaints. The model looks nice, is assembled perfectly, the materials are of very high quality. The advantages also include a convenient bracket that allows you to fix the microphone in a position convenient for you, and a stable stand which, if necessary, can be replaced with any other with a 3/8 and 5/8 thread. The model is connected in two ways, via an XLR or USB-C connector. The first is useful for connecting the microphone to sound cards. The USB-C connector allows you to connect the Fifine AM8 to PCs, laptops, tablets, and other devices. Let me remind you that the delivery set contains a 2-meter USB-A to USB-C cable, but the XLR cable will have to be purchased separately. Connecting the microphone to devices does not cause any difficulties. When connecting to Windows devices, the microphone is immediately detected by the system and automatically becomes a means for recording voice. The situation is similar with Android gadgets. No additional manipulations were required to connect and configure. The microphone also has a 3.5mm audio jack, through which you can directly output sound to headphones for monitoring. Please note that by default, the PC perceives Fifine AM8 not only as a microphone but also as a speaker, so it broadcasts sound to it. Accordingly, to continue listening to audio through the speakers, you need to switch the sound output from the microphone to your speakers in the Windows settings. After that, you will only hear your voice through the headphones connected to the microphone, which will allow you to adjust its sensitivity, and all other sounds will continue to be played through the speakers. Fifine AM8 is controlled using two rotary knobs and the same number of touch buttons. The first are responsible for the sensitivity of the microphone and sound in the headphones. They rotate easily, the adjustment is smooth, without step-by-step fixation. The touch buttons respond perfectly, I have no complaints about their operation, but I did not really like the location of the microphone control button. The thing is that if it is located at the back, then you can easily feel it with your finger, since the microphone symbol is carved on it, but its indicator is not visible, so you can simply forget whether the device is on or off. Thus, it is better to place the microphone with the power button towards you in order to see its indicator. But in this case, it is not very convenient that the volume and sensitivity controls are located at the back. However, this did not cause me any particular problem, since I configured these parameters once and did not touch them anymore. In my opinion, it was worth simply swapping the on-off button with the backlight control, so that it would be more convenient. As for the quality of the voice recording, all the videos were voiced using Fifine AM8. The recording was made with the microphone placed at a distance of 35 to 40 centimeters from me. In my opinion, Fifine AM8 did an excellent job, and therefore is suitable for a variety of purposes, such as voicing videos, recording audiobooks, calling colleagues or teammates, and streaming. Fifine AM8 is a microphone with a nice design, a convenient bracket and stand, high-quality assembly, and reliable materials. The device records voice perfectly and cuts off extraneous sounds, while it has a convenient sensitivity adjustment and the ability to immediately monitor the recording quality. Also, the advantages are 2 connection methods and a bright backlight, which, although it cannot be called a necessary function, will not be superfluous from an aesthetic point of view. The model has no serious disadvantages, and the only thing I did not like about it was the location of the microphone on/off button. In my opinion, it would be more convenient to place it next to the knobs for adjusting the sound and sensitivity. Another drawback, which is hardly critical, but can cause inconvenience, the lack of adjustment of the backlight brightness. Considering that the model has practically no disadvantages, but has many advantages, it can be recommended to all those who need an inexpensive microphone for high-quality transmission and recording of voice. And that's all from me. You can buy it using the link in the description. Thank you all for watching. Good luck to everyone. Bye everyone. Ciao.